Kelsey Alvarado. They were on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kelsey Alvarado, and file number 19-04939. Council appearance.
Brian Reading on behalf of people practicing under Michigan Court Rule 8.120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kelsey Alvarado, who is present and standing to my right.
State the date and time set for a jury trial. There is a plea sheet here. States that the defendant is being offered a plea guilty to added count 2 of operating while intoxicated. First offense, it's a misdemeanor, maximum penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, and the people will move to dismiss. It says count 2.
Count one.
Okay, count 1. And you want to accept that today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. I have an advice of rights of key information sheet dated for today. Is that your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you read this document?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand each of the rights listed here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about these rights?
I do not.
Okay, you understand that by entering a guilty plea today, you would be giving up the following rights, and that includes the right to the presumption of innocence. So you're innocent until proven guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And give up your presumption of innocence, you'll give up the right to have the prosecution prove each element of the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If that's what you want to do,
Yes.
you're gonna give up the right to cross-examine any of the witnesses that they intended to call. You're gonna give up the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence to your defense to this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're gonna give up the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You wanna do that?
Yes.
You're gonna give up the claim that you, or the right to make a claim that you're pleading guilty because someone is forcing or threatening you. So is anybody forcing you to waive your rights today
No.
and plead guilty? Were there any promises made to you in exchange for you waiving your right to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, Your
You understand that a guilty plea can result in a conviction that is punishable by jail time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that guilty plea can result in a conviction that may have impact on immigration or travel status that you may be seeking?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you also understand that a guilty plea can result in the conviction that you may need to report to your current employer, or you may need to report a new conviction to your future employer. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you currently on probation, parole, or on bond?
I am not. Your Honor.
As to the added count 2 of operating while intoxicated, first offense, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, Kelsey, on April 11th of 2021, at or near Cesar Chavez Avenue, were you operating a vehicle up on a highway?
I don't have it.
Well, on a road or any road that has
Yes.
access to vehicles or anything
Yes.
like that, yeah. Okay, and while you were operating on at or near Cesar Chavez in case, did you had you been drinking before you were operating that vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, and so did you get pulled over?
Yes.
All right, by the Lansing Police Department?
Yes.
And did you have to submit to a breathalyzer?
Yes.
Okay, and do you dispute, and it was at the station, right? That you submitted to a breathalyzer?
Both.
Oh, both on the road and, okay. And do you dispute that at the station, the data master results were at a 0.08? Okay, you don't dispute that? Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Just one, Your Honor. And that location of case in Cedar and Chavez, was that in the city of Lansing, in County, Michigan?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter will be set for sentencing. It's going to be March 20th, 2023 at 8:30 in the morning. When you leave here today, you go down to the probation department on the 5th floor, so you can get set up for your pre-sentence interview, okay? You'll need to undergo an evaluation if one has not been done for substance abuse, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this time?
I do not, Your Honor.
Your sentencing can be held via Zoom with video capabilities if all parties consent.
We consent, Your Honor.
As do we, Your Honor. Thank you.
If there are no other matters, you're all set. today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kamani Allen, present.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kamani Allen, file number 22-01313 SM, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people practicing under Michigan Code Rule 8.120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, Monty Allen, who is present and standing to my right.
That is the date and time set for a jury trial. I think this was originally set for jury trial back on the 14th. Then I had a family emergency, we reset it to the 5th. Or the 6th. But the defendant had a medical emergency. And so now we are here, and my understanding is that the necessary witnesses failed to appear, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. At the last one, the victim did appear at the last one. The date that it was set with, it got adjourned, and she is not here this morning. I made an attempt to reach out to her by phone and to no avail, Your Honor.
The court will grant your request to dismiss without prejudice. We will get you a copy of that dismissal, okay? The dismissal without prejudice simply means that if the victim later reappears and wants to proceed, they can issue the charge against you. You understand that? Do you have any questions? Okay, you're all set. We'll get you a copy. Carly Campbell is still there. Oh. Well, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Carly K. Campbell, file number 22-03246, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people practicing under Michigan Code Rule 8.120.
Who was her lawyer?
When I called this morning, she said that the trial that he was in before mine went over, but he is.
Got it. Your witness didn't appear.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Well, this matter is going to be dismissed because the witness failed to appear, okay? Your attorney can advise you further when he appears as to what that means for you, but the dismissal is without prejudice. So that means that if the prosecution later makes contact with the witness and they want to proceed, they can reissue the charge against you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of the dismissal.
Okay, thank you.
No. James Jones, not here.
Your Honor, he is downstairs. He is from me.
He's in
They run
custody.
over from you.
Okay, you're gonna explain to him what without prejudice means.
Yes, Your Honor. If he'll hear it. I'll try.
I need to bring him up.
Oh, no, there's no.
Oh,
I'll go downstairs and talk to him.
okay, say.
Your Honor, they say, she was here, I just, sent her, she said she didn't need a copy of the notice of dismissal. I'll send it to her then.
Travis Driggs.
Your Honor, I don't know where Travis Driggs is. He has had a history of failing to appear. I tried to reach him, but it went straight to voicemail.
A bench warrant and remand. Michael Ganaway.
Your Honor, Michael Ganaway was arrested yesterday on a warrant for his probation violation, so he's in Union County Jail this morning.
Will be sentenced. We can do January 23rd at 8 a.m. You want another time of the trial? Yes, yeah. So January 23rd at 8 a.m. will be the final trial. Travis Driggs again, let's see. Stephanie Norris. Are you ready to proceed on that?
Good morning, Your
We're on the
Honor.
record- Good morning. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephanie Norris. This is file number 22-02588. Council appearance.
Attorney Mark Caldwell, P71729.
Okay, Ms. Norris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, today's the date and time set for the sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation. Mr. Caldwell, did you get a copy of that?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. We have no additions or corrections to that report.
Okay, you can make allocution.
Just briefly, Your Honor, she's 36 years old. She has no prior criminal history. This is an isolated incident. She is in Grand Valley State University, getting her doctorate in nursing, and she just got a job last week where she's working at Bronson Health as a registered nurse. In my conversations with her, I know that she's taken this very serious. She's been very emotional at times and is ashamed of her behavior. We would just ask that you follow the recommendation. And I do believe she can pay in full whatever fines and costs are levied.
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
Did your client want to make a statement?
Yes, she does.
This has just devastated me. I'm ashamed of what I've done. I just want to reiterate to the court, to everybody, that I will never do this again. it's just devastated me. It's my husband and I are seeking counseling because of it. It will never happen again. I'm just very, very upset by this. And I want to reiterate to the court, to everyone, that this was a once in a lifetime situation. It will never happen again. My life is devoted to helping people, and to do this is very upsetting. So I hope to be granted that opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Did you undergo a substance abuse assessment?
Yes, we have an assessment.
Trying to locate it in the file.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, my job was just calling. that was who was calling. My bad.
Okay. I was trying to, Journeys Inc., that's not the same place as Life Journeys, correct?
Correct.
I don't
It's,
believe it. I don't think so. but
it is
what-
not, I can speak to it.
Oh,
It is
thank you, Mark.
not. It is not, it is a Grand Rapids location that all the courts in Kent County use for their assessments.
Okay.
When I called for an assessment, that's
You don't need to think.
okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna be very frank. I'm not even positive your client's not under the influence now. I have concerns about her state, her stability. You told her that you'll handle a situation. She can't even be quiet to let you do that. I'm just watching her demeanor during this interaction. And I do have some reservations. And that's why I'm concerned even about this assessment. We have here a situation where the defendant understood and knew she had been drinking and knew that she felt under the influence when she made the decision to get behind the wheel of a vehicle, came back with a 0.17 blood alcohol level. And that in any other circumstances would have been charged as, or could have been charged as a super drunk. My concern is that there is or may be an issue that's not being addressed here.
Okay, well, her demeanor is out of nervousness, not any intoxication of any sort. I have no doubt that she is.
Okay, well, because of my concerns and my reservations, I think that the court is going to require some oversight. I'm not going to adopt the recommendation. I do think that the indication that you would get behind the wheel of a car with such a high blood alcohol content, and knowing that you have been, or you feel that you're under the influence and still making that decision, is cause for concern for this court. But also she did, the overall impression based on this evaluation was that she was moderate to low risk, but that's not no risk. And so I want to evaluate that and have an opportunity to have some observation. So I'm going to put her in a short period of probation. And so I am going to place her on a term of 90 days probation. While on probation, she will submit to random preliminary breath test and/or urinalysis.
Your Honor, is that going to influence my new job?
No, it won't.
Potentially.
You can
No,
speak to
no,
me
no,
about
no,
this.
that's okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. That's good. Okay. Thank you.
While on probation, you will be required to submit to random preliminary breath test and/or urinalysis testing. You're
Is
responsible for the process.
is there a way I can do that in Battle Creek? Or do I have to do that in Kent County or
What
anywhere
you're gonna
else?
do is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna let me go through your sentencing requirements.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna give
okay.
you an
Okay,
I'm gonna
sorry.
give you an opportunity when I'm done to ask me questions, okay?
I'm sorry. Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay.
I still want to lose my job. That's all.
All right, Stephanie, please.
Well. Did you do that? Are you okay, Ms. Norris? Can I proceed? I can't hear you.
Sorry. Of course you can. I'm sorry. I
Okay, thank you.
just don't want to lose this job. That's all.
Okay, we don't want you to lose your job either, and I don't think that a period of probation is
No.
a situation cause you to lose your job, okay?
I agree. All right. Thank you.
No problem. So, and it's a short period of time, it's 3 months, 90 days probation. There's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for.
Of course.
While on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior, you're not to purchase
Of
or
course
possess a
not.
fire.
Never. Never.
Stephanie, can you just not
I'm
make
going-
any comments?
No, I'm gonna order her to appear in person for sentencing. I'm terminating the sentencing at this time.
Okay.
Give me a date.
Do we have a court date for that?
January 23rd. Does that work for you?
Yes, it does, ma'am.
No, I'm talking to the attorney.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is that in the morning then?
At 8:30.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you then.
All right, bye. Oh my God.
Okay. Bigelow, you can take that back. I'm gonna write a note in here. Who's representing Ms. Robinson?
I am, Your Honor, John.
Let's see your going.
Okay. Let's do it. We're on the record. The matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kiana Robinson. File number 22-02773 SM. Council appearance.
John Lee, appearing on behalf of Kiana Robinson, who is enjoying the misdemeanor.
Very good. Ms. Robinson, can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
Please, the date and time set for a sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report recommendation. Get that, a copy of that, Mr. Lee?
I did, Your Honor. I do not have any corrections or additions.
Okay, you can make your resolution.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask the court to keep in mind that Ms. Robinson is a very young lady, only 22 years old. She's still trying to figure everything out in life, but she is working. She is taking classes. She has been cooperative throughout this entire process. She is contrite and accepts responsibility. We are asking the court to follow the recommendations, but we are asking the court to waive the prosecutor cost recovery fee as Ms. Young is indigent, and any help in regards to a reduction of fines or costs would be appreciated.
Is your client looking to make a statement today?
Ms. Robinson, did you want to make a statement to the court today?
No, I did not.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. I've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report, the recommendation, and your prior criminal history. Per the report, it indicates that Ms. Robinson did score moderate to low risk overall, but moderate to high needs in personality and companion domains, and moderate low needs in leisure activities and substance use domains. Doesn't appear that she has much of a substance use issue, but maybe some other issues, maybe relative to her maturity level, contributed to the incident that resulted in this charge. You said she's employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I think a term of probation is appropriate based on her prior criminal history and the assessment that's been provided. So the court will adopt the recommendation. I'll sentence you, Ms. Robinson, to a term of 6 months probation. While on probation, is a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are required to submit to random preliminary breath tests and or urinalysis testing while you're on probation. You're responsible for the cost of that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
No problem. You're not to be in any bars or nightclubs during the 6 months of probation. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind while on probation. Not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior while you're on probation. You're to maintain employment. Our records indicate that you work at Subway and that you are caretakers. That's still accurate?
I'm actually working at Jersey Giants.
Okay. Okay, you need to maintain your employment. How far do you go in school, ma'am?
I starting esthetician school on March 21st, but I am enrolled in adjusting program, online school.
You're enrolled in the what program?
Adjusting, claim adjusters. It's
Oh,
called Adjusters Pro School.
got it.
Yep.
And you finished high school, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you're starting esthetician school when?
March 21st.
In order that you complete an alcohol education program during this time, provide verification of that to your probation department officer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And they'll provide you information as to where you can get that completed. Do you have any questions at this time about your probation conditions?
No, I do not, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. There will be fines and costs assessed in this matter. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that will be assessed. That's a $50 state minimum cost that will be assessed. There is a $120 cost recovery that will be assessed. And that's owed to the prosecution's office. I don't see OWI cost recovery. This is MSP, $100.
Yeah, MSP $100 on the OWI cost recovery.
$100 to the Michigan State Police Department for OWI cost recovery. I am going to waive discretionary fines and costs at this time. So a total of $525. And you can make monthly payments on that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
$87 a month that you'll be required to pay during probation, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Do you have any questions about your fines and costs?
No, I do not. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, last but certainly not least, I have an advice of rights as to probation early discharge. It states here, you have been sentenced to a term of probation in a 54A district court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs, except for in cases of domestic violence. criminal sex crime, stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense of guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. And you have the following rights, ma'am. You have the right to make a request for early discharge from probation once you complete half the original term ordered by the judge. So I'm ordering you 6 months. You can make a request after 3 months. Before you can make a request, there are some conditions that I'll advise you of in just a moment. Your probation officer may, but is not required to, file a notice with the judge once you become eligible for early discharge. The probation officer must send to you and the prosecuting attorney a copy of the notice. The prosecuting attorney has 14 days from receipt of that notice to file any written objections to early discharge. You may make your own request for early discharge after meeting the following conditions. You have completed all the required programming and you have not violated probation within the last 3 months. So again, I'm ordering you to do 6 months of probation. After 3 months, if you've not violated and you've completed your alcohol education and provided verification of that, you can make a request for early discharge, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
No problem. You would need to send your request for early discharge to your probation officer and to the prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney would have 14 days after receipt of your notice to file any written objections. If a hearing is set to address your request, you would have the right to hire an attorney. You would not have the right to court-appointed counsel for any hearing for early discharge. For your information, I've not held a hearing on those. I typically review those and grant them or not grant them without a hearing. But in the event that there was a hearing, and you want an attorney, you have the right to hire an attorney for that. You may make your request for early discharge by completing a notice regarding eligibility for early discharge from probation. That is the MC 512 form. That form is available on the court's website. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, I do not, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Robinson, you're all set and good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Nicely done. My system's working right now, so.
Who's on the LG Stylo 6? You're muted.
Okay. Melissa Peters.
Do you have an attorney, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay, I will log on right now.
thank you. Who's on the Galaxy A02?
Erica Matthews.
Do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I need to.
Oh, no, I don't, I haven't, no, I represent Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, that's what it says.
No, I represent her. Your Honor. I
Okay.
represent
Do
Erica
we have an
Matthews. I-
appearance? It says Hackenberg.
Yeah, yeah, I'll make sure it gets filed. I think I
Oh,
got it.
okay, we do have it. Okay, they just, it hasn't updated because.
All right.
Somebody sent it to them. Okay, so Ms. Matthews, you do have an attorney, okay?
Okay.
I'll talk to her boy and then break
And
out
she's
room.
gonna log in to speak with you in just a moment, okay?
Mr. Is just being set for final pre-trial and trial before we. break
Okay,
off.
Mr. Karatni, my understanding is that your matter is gonna be set for final pretrial and jury trial, so there's no offer.
Oh, okay, Your Honor.
I have a PA 53
Oh.
violation in
Yes.
here.
I request that we could set those for the same day if possible.
Well,
Your
I
Honor.
know that already, I'm on, let's see.
Oh.
Perfect.
For the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brett Karatni, file number 22-03378 SM. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people, practicing under Michigan Code 8.120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Brett Crotney, who is appearing separately by Zoom.
Okay, today's the date and time set for a pretrial on one charge of domestic violence. My understanding that there is no offer at this time and that the defense is requesting this matter be set for final pretrial and jury trial. Mr. Karotny, I also have a PA 53 violation here that is also known as a bond violation. The allegation is that on or about December 19, 2022, you violated the terms of your probation by making contact with the alleged victim. The allegation is that you received approximately 25 calls from the Ingham County Jail from you to her in violation of your bond conditions. You were arraigned by Magistrate Milmore back on December 5th. And the conditions, or one of those conditions, was that you were not to have any contact or cause any third-party contact directly or indirectly with the victim, Alicia Harden. And so if you are to be found in violation of your bond conditions, you could be subject to a contempt of court. Your bond can be revoked. You can spend the remaining time here in custody while your matter is pending. You also could be subject to fines in the amount of $7,500 or 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you've been advised of your right. You have the right to have a contested hearing as to the bond violation. Your attorney is requesting to have that set for the same date as your final pretrial, so we'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf as it relates to the bond condition. I'm going to reiterate the no contact order. I don't appear to have any recent allegations of violations, but I'm going to remind you that you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim, Alicia Harden. You're not to be within 1,500 feet of wherever she lives, works, goes to school, does her laundry, goes to the bookstore, gets coffee, goes ice cream shopping. You can't do any of that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Wherever she is, you should be the opposite of. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's not going to be an issue, correct?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Okay, very good. Okay, final pretrial. It'll be January 30th. Final pretrial will be January 30th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Trial February 6th. Jury trial February 6th at 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person at the court. Looks at your PA 53 violation for January 30th. Any questions? Mr. Karate, do you have questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
And none for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Vallejo. We're gonna put you guys in breakout rooms.
Yes, I'm already still in my breakout room. For this minute.
Okay, so. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Vincent Vallejo, this is the show class. File number is 21L255511. Mr. Vallejo, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this matter was set for a show cause because you owe a balance on this of $183.
And I had just paid some on there, so what's an understanding?
When did you make a payment?
My last payment was due, I had made it on December 27th. So now it says I'm down to 98.
You owe $98. When you were here back in October, you were your payment plan was to make bi-weekly payments.
Yes, now, when I was supposed to do that, my job, I have been off work now for about approximately 3 months now. Due to us not being contracted to do out in the winter, because I do landscaping. So I've been out of work, but I also receive SSI, so I get paid every 27th of every month. So I was trying to go ahead and get that to where I pay in that every month.
Okay, what are you able to pay?
I can be able to pay 57 or I mean $50, but I could go ahead and get the 98 out the way finally
Okay, when are you gonna do that?
on the 27th of this month.
I'll note here that you intend to pay in full by the 27th of this month.
Yes, Your Honor.
As long as you do that, it won't be set for another show cause, okay?
Already then.
Okay, if you find that you are unable to do that before the 27th, you need to contact the court and request an extension. Otherwise, the civil department will request a show cause, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Request a show cause. You're all set for today then, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My Griffin failed to appear. You pay her other matter?
Sure.
Yeah. She did. When did she pay it off?
Oh, no.
Got it.
Mr. Ring, we don't do that here.
I saw that. I was like, no.
I'm sorry? Okay. Okay, make sure. Sir, what is your name?
Deshaun Allen.
Do you have an attorney? Okay.
I spoke with Sarah on that for a minute. There may be an issue with the application that was put in or a reason why an application wasn't put in at the time.
We'll wait for her to come back then. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Melissa Marie Peters, file number 22-02966. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of people practicing under Michigan Code Rule 8.120.
And Ms. Peters is present today without counsel on one count of unlicensed dog. You met with her privately. How are you proceeding?
Yeah, at this time, we'd like to set it for another pre-trial. Ms. Peters has indicated to me that she's as the application is submitting the application in the very near future, has payment ready to go for the application. We'll be submitting it to get that license back.
How much time do you need, Ms. Peters?
I'm not really sure, probably a week. I'm gonna get it in the mail today, and then however long it takes them to get it back to me in the mail, so probably a week.
They're not gonna get it to you in a week.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you, we'll give you 30 days.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. At 9:30. February 6th at 9:30.
February 6, 9:30. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Cody Sheldon. We didn't see him. Where's Eric Leland? We didn't see him either.
So you're not.
Cody Sheldon.
Your Honor, I don't know where Cody Sheldon is. I've tried to communicate with him unsuccessfully.
Okay, where's your bench warrant?
I found it. And Your Honor, I don't know where Eric Leland is. Usually, he sometimes does appear, he always appears in person and sometimes late. If given an opportunity, if you want, if you could hold off on the bench warrant to the end of the day. I'll see what's going on.
Sounds good. What do we have here? Erica Matthews. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Erica Matthews. At file number 22-03471. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people practicing under Michigan Code 8.120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Defendant Eric Matthews, who's appearing separately by video.
Okay, today's the date and time that was scheduled for a pretrial on one count of domestic violence, but then I also have a PA 53 violation that's also known as a bond violation. Let's see. How are we proceeding on the underlying matter?
Your Honor, at this time, we would be requesting final pretrials and jury trials on the underlying matter as well as the PA.
Okay, we'll have that matter set for a final pretrial and jury trial. As it relates to the bond violation, I have a police report alleging that on December 22nd, 2022, at 12:30 in the morning, the area of 508 Hilewood Avenue, City of Atlanta, Ingham County, that Ms. Matthews did allegedly violate her bond conditions by making contact with the alleged victim in this matter. And Ms. Matthews, you were arraigned by Magistrate Milmore on this underlying matter back on December 12th, and at which time you were ordered to have no contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim. You were ordered that you could not be within 1,500 feet of wherever the victim lives, works, or goes to school. So the allegations that you violated that court order. So you have the right to have a contested hearing, and you have the right to have your attorney represent you at that hearing. If you are to be found in violation of your bond can be revoked, ma'am. You can spend the pendency of this matter in the custody of the jail, or you could be faced with other sanctions such as a contempt of order, sentence of 93 days in jail, and or fines of up to $7,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How does she want to plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of the PA 53, and we'll set that for a hearing. That's the final pretrial too?
Yes.
Okay, your final pretrial and hearing on the bond violation will be January 30th in person at court at 8
No.
o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Your jury trial is going to be February 6th at 8 o'clock in the morning, also in person at the court.
Okay.
You have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Those are the people, thank you, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, ma'am. We'll see you on January 30th.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lee is in the waiting room. Trying to understand why. Okay, what's your name, sir?
Yep. there's-
James Zarga. Do you need to speak to him?
Yes, Your Honor, I do actually want to speak with him. Still
Do
in
we
my-
know what's going on with this gentleman back here?
Mr. Kane?
No, I requested a bench warrant on Mr. Kane. I'm talking about the man in the green coat.
Deshaun Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, my understanding is there might have been some paperwork issue.
Yeah, did you want to let her know what?
Mr. Allen hasn't applied for a court appointment.
Oh, okay, sounds good. You didn't request court appointed counsel? Okay, you do not want to request court appointed counsel? Okay, you understand, sir, that you're being charged with one count of filing a false report? You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that it's a misdemeanor, correct?
Yes.
Well, you understand that you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. You understand that? How do you think that you can defend yourself while maintaining that right?
Last time I came forward, I had spoke to the prosecutor. And, he had said that, because I came and I was in a rehabilitation center, he had said if I completed the program,
You're supposed to provide proof of completion.
yeah, but I'm still
You've
in
been
the
enrolled in
program.
house. Well, that's what my note says too.
I'm still in the program.
You're still in the
I was
program
just
until when?
released. I was just released, but when I was released, I stayed in the program because I felt like it was time. If I would have got my completion papers, I would have not been able to get counsel or been able to join the Zoom meetings.
Gotcha. How much more time do you have in the program?
I still have a couple months left. I'm taking
Taking Zoom classes?
yeah.
Are you able to get any letter from them that you've been participating and that you're in good standing at all?
Yeah, I have proof on my phone. I'm supposed to be in a class right now.
Okay, maybe you can show that to the prosecution, because back in August, that is the indication that if he completed at the time, they was supposed to be completed by November. then
I see that
they
too.
were
Your Honor.
dismissed. So we'll have you meet with the prosecutor and see what they want to do on this, okay, sir?
Okay.
Mr. Kane,
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Could be better.
A little late for court today, huh?
Say again.
A little late for court today.
I thought it was on Zoom and I called
Could have
in.
appeared in Zoom.
It wouldn't let me in. So I called up here and they told me to show up.
I don't know why it wouldn't let you in. What do you mean?
I put the Zoom ID in and it says the screen popped up that no smoke, improper attire, and that's it.
Oh, that means you're in the waiting room.
Oh, it didn't even
Try
say.
it now.
Can you give me the ID? I'll have that paper on me.
Who is this young man?
That's my son.
Oh, okay. You're in my waiting room.
Oh.
You just have to wait until I admit you into when you're in the, that's all that is. Nonetheless, you're here now. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Earl Kane. File number 21-02822 This was a show cause hearing that was set. And you owed $125. You still owe $125?
Life happened. I couldn't, my power got cut off, my water got cut off, my truck got repoed, and I just went back to work today.
You went back to work today?
Yeah.
How you at work today and you're here?
Because I had to leave work to come up
Where
here.
do you work?
I work at Woodbridge.
When do you gotta make a payment, sir?
I can make one next week. I gotta wait a week to get
How
paid.
much?
Put 50 on it
When you gonna pay the balance?
next following week.
Okay, I'll put that you'll make a payment of $50 within 2 weeks, and that you'll pay in full within 30 days. Okay, sir? If you know how to make a payment online, you can always come up and make a payment in person if not, if that's what you prefer, okay?
Okay.
Unless you have any questions for me, you're all set.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Mr. Allen. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Deshaun Allen, file number 22-01989 SM. Council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of people practicing under Michigan Code 8.120.
I'm sorry, that's 1984. Mr. Allen is present here in the courtroom without counsel. How are we proceeding on this matter?
Your Honor, at this time, I spoke with Mr. Allen and I spoke with somebody in the Michigan Recovery. At this time, the prosecution will be dismissing the case, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Allen, happy to hear that you are still continuing in your programming. You're at the holding house still?
No.
Okay. Okay, we gotta get you a Nolly on this one. We'll get you a copy of the dismissal, okay? Thank you. You can have a seat. Okay, are we ready with Mr. Zarko? Are you ready with Mr. Zarko?
Yes, Your Honor, I am sorry.
Angel Stutter, anybody have some?
She doesn't have us. No, she didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a case conflicted out to Dan Doyle, so it is our office, but it has a.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Anthony Zarka, file number 22-01659. Council appearance.
Brian Rang on behalf of people practicing in Michigan Court 8.120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant James Zarka, who is appearing from the Union County Jail.
You and today's date and time set for a pre-trial. One count of stolen property. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Zarka's misdemeanor file, as well as many other felony files, are still being screened for drug court in 54B. I contacted Ms. Eisler December 5th. Well, she replied to me December 15th that she needed to check in with Prosecutor Matusko on legal eligibility, and I haven't heard anything back. So given that the holidays are over, hopefully I could get an answer in the next week or so from Ms. Eisler. So I just want a brief adjournment.
January 30th at 10:30. January 30th at 10:30. You have any questions today, Mr. Zarka?
No, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on January 30th.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you wouldn't have another attorney sign as I'm like, cool. I was gonna say this Jennifer Lott.
Judge Ward's.
Got it.
Have you been contacted victims on all of them?
I not that I haven't reached out yet.
Okay, I don't see Mr. Doyle here. I'm gonna make sure. Make sure that the pictures are in engagement says, but we don't. Juan Williams. Failed to appear. Yeah, I thought that she was a bench warrant status. I should bench warrant on like Juan Williams. You can hold that for 48 hours. Everything until 10:30.
Yeah.
There we go.
Your Honor, I believe, I have Mr. Oliver Graham. He's on the record. He just turned off his video.
Oh, okay. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Oliver James Graham, file number 22-03463, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of people practicing under Michigan Court of 81120.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Defendant Oliver Graham, who is appearing separately by video. Mr. Graham, if you can unmute yourself. Should be a button in the bottom. There you go.
There you go. Today's the date and time set for a pre-trial on one count of domestic violence. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, I don't believe there's any offers. We'd be asking it be set for a final pre-trial and jury trial, but I do have a bond request.
Sorry, Your Honor, is it one count or 2 counts?
It's 2 counts. It should be one against.
Yep, 2 counts of domestic violence.
I just want to make sure I had the right one. Thank you.
Final pre-trial, January 30th. Final pre-trial will be January 30th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Trial February 6th. Jury trial February 6th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. And you can proceed with your bond motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Graham was arraigned on December 11th. At the time, he did not have another place to live or employment. I say that because he was given a GPS tether, and it's my understanding that, or presumption that he might have gotten a tether because of the issues with housing and, just didn't want him to go back to the residence. But since that time, Mr. Graham, he's staying at the Loaves and Fishes shelter. He also has working there, helping out there. He also reports that he will not receive proof of, he's getting food assistance, but he won't receive proof of that until February 7th. So at this time, He can't afford the tether, but his family's paying for them, but it is quite expensive for them. So given the fact that he does now have a place to stay, and that he is been there has been no allegations that he's violated no contact. We were just gonna request that if the court would consider removing the tether.
Oh, she put it in here. Okay, I'll terminate the GPS tether.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing, people. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, none for defense.
You're all set, sir. Thank you. Representing Samara and Michelle Jones. Oh, he's here. Okay, so.
if Addie or Nicholas is available, I would like one more quick conversation with Samara Jones before we start. Thank you.
Who are we ready on? Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Casey Shahina, file number 22-03050 and 51, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people practicing under Michigan Court Rule 8.120.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee, appearing on behalf of Casey Tejurna, who is joining us via Zoom.
Okay, today's the date and time set for pre-trials. We have one dog at large and one dog malicious destruction of property. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the prosecutor and I have a basic framework for an agreement agreed upon. However, I have not yet received discovery on this matter, and there are some issues as to the value of restitution still at hand. So we would like to adjourn until such time as we can get the discovery to make an informed choice.
Okay, so 30. January 30th at 10:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people, thank you, Your Honor.
None for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set on that matter. Ms. Tajirina, do you have a question? Oh, you're all set then, ma'am. You're muted, so we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said no. My lawyer pretty much took care of everything. We're just, I guess we're gonna figure everything out at the next one, next
Yep.
court date.
So you're all set. We'll see you on the 30th then, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, are you ready on Ms. Jones?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Samora Michelle Jones, file number 22-03462, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people practicing under Michigan Court Rule 8.120.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee, appearing on behalf of Samara Jones.
Okay, Ms. Jones is present via Zoom. Today's the date and time set for a pre-trial. I have one count of domestic violence. How are we proceeding on this?
We are going to set the matter for trial, Your Honor.
Okay, final pre-trial will be January 30th at 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Jury trial will be February 6th in person at the court at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do you have any questions today, Ms. Jones?
No, I do not.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing further for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have for the morning. All right.